Hi guys, welcome back to me showing how to cover up these blemishes. I feel like my skin is already looking a whole lot better just alone after using my skincare products. So you're going to want to grab a concealer brush. So sometimes you can do your skin prep first, sometimes you can do it second. I prefer to do it second, it's just easier for me. But you want to let this completely dry down before you start doing anything. And then once everything's dried down, you're going to take a good concealer brush, and then you're going to take a pot concealer. It doesn't have to be drugstore or high-end, but this NARS pot concealer is the best, in my opinion. It's acne safe, it doesn't make me break out, and I think it's better than the drugstore ones. Now, that's not to say that you can't use a drugstore one. I'm sure the drugstore ones will work. I've tried one before, and it worked good, but this NARS one, in my opinion, is the best. Now, you're going to want to load your concealer brush up pretty good. This will just kind of help give it like an evenness to everything. So you're going to want to completely load it up, and then you're going to want to just tap it. Look at that already. Look at that. Look at that coverage already. We've already barely put anything on. Now I'm going to go over here to this one. Then I'm going to go up here to this one. Then I'm going to go over here to this one. And you're just want to use short tapping motions. Now I'm going to go up here to this one. Just exactly like that. And then you're going to want to let it dry. Take the concealer brush and try to smooth out all the rough edges. And then you're going to go in with your foundation. Now, this step is especially important. You really do want to let this dry down for it to really work with the coverage, because if it's still wet and you go to put your foundation on, it might mix with everything, and especially if you're going to use a lighter coverage that's not quite full coverage, it might pick up some of that product if it's not completely dry. I just find this helps me better. Now, to show you guys real results, I'm going to use the NARS foundation with the NARS concealer so that everything is perfect, so that like we don't accidentally get a bad result from like, I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand, from like using, you know, different foundation with a different concealer. This is what it looks like with the foundation on top of the concealer. Now you can see on this really big one right here that it's not covering it up as well, and that's only because it's no longer a bump. It has now turned into a sore. I have that problem. Even if I don't mess with it or pick at it, it automatically turns into a sore because I have a skin autoimmune disease, which I took medicine for several years ago to help with that. But anyways, so this is what it looks like with just the foundation. Now I'm going to come back with the finished look so that you guys can see.